we're kind of, living so much in our past that we don't know how to move forward. So I always ask the question, you know, are we stuck in slavery still too long? Are we lingering on to slavery so long that we continue to talk about it, we continue to see movies about it, we continue to, have all these images of it, and it was, we know it was a horrible past, and we know it's what has framed us into what we are today. But we cannot continue to live in the emotions and the feelings of that past, because if you live in the past, that's where you stay. So what we have to start doing is learning how to live into a vision of the future and be who we want to become, and not who we have been conditioned to be. In this society that we live in, we've had a lot of conditioning and we've had a lot of programming. And we've been programmed by television, we've been programmed by music, we've been programmed by schools, we've been programmed by our jobs. Everything that we learn, every behavior that we have, every bit of our personality traits, all comes from us being conditioned and being programmed by something. And what happens is we let all of these outer experiences form and shape who we are today. So, therefore, we're giving so much power to all these different outer forces to make us who we are, that we don't get a chance to become our own true self. So we start to live for our trauma. We start to live it. We live so much in this trauma that we don't know how to let go of the trauma, and we start to almost have we romanticize our trauma, and it becomes a part of our being, and it becomes a part of who we are, and we live in it every single day. And so now this trauma, it shapes your personality, because every single day that you think about what you went through, it's like you relive those moments over and over and over again, right? So you continuously, every single day, you wake up and you think about, what you're going to do for the day, and because you haven't unpacked your trauma, or you haven't really, gone through it or talked about it, every single day it's at the back of your mind, so it's like, oh man, this is happening in my life. It happened because when I was a little girl, I was molested. That's kind of the way that you live in your trauma. So everything that happens to you in your life, you start to blame it on what happened to you as a little girl, right?